Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to an all new episode of the Dodge and Burn series. And in this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to dodge and burn using the curves method. Okay, so straight into the business of today. In the last video, we looked at dodging and burning using the screen and multiply method. And today we're going to be working on the curves adjustment layer method. Now, basically, we're just going to be working on curves to do this. And remember this image now by Model Joy. You could check out on our Instagram. I'm going to leave a link to her Instagram page in the description below. Now, remember, we have this image strictly on the luminosity values because we don't want to have colors in the image. Now, the reason being that usually when you're working with colored images, you could have a little bit of interference that you don't necessarily see the luminosity values properly. So usually it's always best for you to have a black and white version of that image loaded. So what you like to do is set up a black and white adjustment layer so you could properly see the flaws and blemishes down on the skin and the image overall. But since this image is already black and white, we don't necessarily have to do that, so we're going to skip that step. Now, so basically when you're going to do this method, what you need to do is you come over to your curves, you click on that, you have one, and you click on a second one. So let's deactivate the curves 2 for the first time for now, just for now, and we rename this to let's say burn. And we have the second layer, that's the topmost layer, we rename that to dodge, and that's good. So now we can reactivate that, and we could just for the sake of having this, we're just going to be working on the layer marks. Now, usually when you're working with adjustment layers, they actually come up with layer marks. It's already does that for you automatically. So for the burn, what you're going to do is you're going to set up a point on the middle around the midtones here, and then you drag it down until it's dark enough. Okay, now you deactivate that layer temporarily, and for the dodge you do the same thing, but this time around you drag the layer up, for you to like increase the midtones. Yeah, and we're good with that. So return back on the burn layer. You can notice that we don't have, it's not so far from what we have on the original image. So you select both layers and hit Ctrl G or Command G on the Mac, and we could name this group D and B for dodge and burn. All right, so once we're done with that, what we need to do right now is to turn off everything here. Now, once you have a layer mask that is all white, it means everything is revealed. So what we need to do is we set our foreground color as black, and we hit alternate del or option delete. So we do the same thing. Now you need to make sure that it is this layer, the layer mask, that is selected, and then we do the same thing. So we have everything back to the base layer. So what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be painting on white to reveal the individual parts of the image. So for the dodge, we come over here and we paint on our whites, and we do the same thing. We just keep painting around, and you could see that it begins to lighten up the area that we are painting upon. And for this burn, we do the same thing on the areas, the darker areas we will want to get darker, and back dodge. So we just keep going back and forth, and we could see that by the time you're done with that, we already have something reasonable. So you could just adjust your opacity, or take some more time to get a more detailed job done, and voila, it's literally that easy. So just as I promised, I'm going to be putting out an action, a free Photoshop action on doing this. Yeah, I'm going to drop the link in the description below. I'm going to link you to my store where you could get some freebies, where you could pick up stuff. And if you have any questions, you let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the post notification because we have a whole lot of exciting stuff coming on this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao ciao.